So, we kind of did a thing. We got the Sonos Beam. Want to learn more about it? Well, you will. Right after this. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Geek Done Right, the show where I talk about whatever it is I feel like. I'm Chris. Thanks for coming to geek out with me. And Callie's back! Yay! So glad to have her here.
Me too.
So glad that you're back. Thank you to all those that watched my Black Friday videos. They were a lot of fun to make, and it was really cool hanging out with you during the live streams. It was really cool to hear your stories and everything like that, and keep the stories coming. I have a lot of fun sharing them with Callie.
Yeah.
With the new TVs and everything like that, including our new one, we're not telling you yet. That's coming. TVs nowadays tend to suffer from lack of really good sound because you're trying to make the TV super thin, and you don't really have a whole lot of space to try and put in good drivers for good sound. Anyways, we went ahead and picked up the Sonos Beam. And this thing is actually pretty small for the amount of sound that it puts out. I mean, heard it in store. It sounds really decent in store. One of the interesting things about the Beam is that it is the first device from Sonos that has Amazon Alexa built in. Sorry if I triggered all that. Should have given fair warning. Yes, it has you-know-who built in. She who shall not be named. It has two inputs, essentially. It has an optical input, that old school trusty thing, and it has HDMI ARC, or audio return channel. Basically, it lets information flow to and from your TV to the soundbar, and making it to where it can link up a little bit better with stuff. So, and then this has some pretty decent amplification, and you can actually control this with the Sonos app. But the thing that's really cool too is, if you noticed, I mean, this box is a little too small to have a subwoofer in it. You can actually expand with the subwoofer. You can expand with other speakers from Sonos and turn it into a full board surround sound system. You can also get other speakers to attach to this to where you're listening to something on your phone and you're walking from one room to another. It'll just keep it going. It'll stop whatever's on the speakers over here and then start playing on the speakers over here. So
Pretty cool.
yeah, I mean, it's fully customizable and expandable, and that's one of the things that I like. It kind of gives you more bang for your buck. Let's open it, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, y'all get first look. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And it's covered! Yay!
It's all covered up.
First things first, you have the play bar in really nice fabric.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, we'll set that to the side for now. And then, the next thing that comes with it is this welcome music lover. Quick start guide, download the Sonos app, and a bunch of other quick steps in, I don't even know what language that is.
That's cool.
That is cool. They are kind of artsy fartsy, aren't
I
they?
didn't expect that from this plain black and white cover.
Yeah. Okay, man. They just have a bunch of it's well designed packaging, I think.
Yeah.
Real easy to find what you're looking for. They have your power cables and stuff like that in this nifty little box. They give you an HDMI to optical. That's kind of nice. And then they also give you an HDMI cable and your power cable, which actually looks like it's kind of like a proprietary type thing. Yep.
Are you prepared for this?
Yes, I am.
Are you sure?
Yep. I think this is felt. Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Snug as a glove.
Wow. Oh, here's the cool thing about Sonos. It says Sonos this way and Sonos this way.
That's cool.
Woo! The sign flips around. So, on the back, you have your HDMI, you have your Ethernet port, and your power.
What's that other button there?
I believe this button is to be able to sync up to other devices.
Okay, cool.
To make it searchable and everything.
It's got a real sleek design. I mean, everything
Yeah, it does.
is like flush with the surface.
And it's capacitive touch buttons at the top. There's your microphone for she who shall not be named. And yeah, like lots of different microphones around there, so where your voice can be picked up in a lot of different things. One thing to note is that there is an LED indicator right here. This tells you whether the microphone is on or off, which you can switch that on or off via the Sonos app. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, get this set up, listen for a couple days or so, and then we'll come back and give you our thoughts about it. All right, future Chris and Callie in 3, 2, 1. Woo! Things past Chris and Callie. We are back a few days later, and yeah, there's definitely quite a bit to say about the Sonos Beam. What do you like about it?
It's got a great sound. I like the app. It's really easy to connect to. Our old one, we had to like connect through Bluetooth, and sometimes it would shut off and things like that. So this one, you just open up the app and bam, you're there. It's connected to your music on your phone.
Yeah, that is a really nice thing. Like, instead of playing from the Apple Music app or different things like that, you can go directly into your music library through the Sonos app, and that's what kind of makes it all seamless. You definitely hit on a really cool thing in that it sounds really, really good. I mean, to my ears, it definitely has kind of a flat profile with a little shimmer at the top end. It doesn't sound muddy. It doesn't sound boxy, which is the most annoying thing that I find about soundbars. One of the things that I do hear, I mean, it has some decent low end and everything, but it definitely does kind of fight a little bit between the kick and the bass. The kick drum and the bass guitar, or like multiple low frequencies, but that's mostly because the size of the woofer and things like that kind of keep it from being able to accurately generate those frequencies. It's not really designed for like the complete range, but I'll say like it sounds good on TV, movies, things like that. My favorite is listening to music on this.
That sounds really nice.
I mean, like, for lack of a better term, it's just musical. Like, I think you said before that, I mean, it seems like Sonos really goes more towards the music side.
Yeah, I mean, even that first little cover of the instruction manual says, like, hello music lover or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it seems like they're really targeting that audience, and through our experience, that's really when it sounds best, is when you're playing music through it.
Absolutely. After living with it for a few days and things like that, there are a few things that I think could be improved a little bit. One of those is that it doesn't have 4K pass-through. It does have HDMI audio, the audio return channel for HDMI, but it takes up one of your ports. Like for our RTV, we have two HDCP 2.2 ports, and one of them is the ARC channel, And so if we used that as opposed to the included optical to HDMI adapter, then we would be out one of our 4K HDR ports. And that's not cool. But I do appreciate that they include the dongle. But that's also like one of the other things that I'm not crazy about is the fact that it doesn't have a dedicated remote, that you have to control the soundbar through the app if you don't use one of your ARC channels, your audio return channels. When you use an audio return channel, you can just use the it syncs with your TV for volume level, so you can just use your TV remote and move the volume up and down that way. But if you're using optical like we are, then you have to use the app. I mean,
so our remote doesn't do anything.
No, our remote doesn't do anything, unfortunately. That's
what about the Roku? That still doesn't do anything with the sound?
No. Nope. It doesn't do anything with sound.
I didn't even
Yeah.
I thought I was doing something.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it's kind of like in the recording studio when you set up a dummy fader for somebody. A dummy fader is basically when you just set up one fader on the mixing board that does absolutely nothing, and that way when somebody comes in that you don't trust their ear and is like, oh, which one is actually you set up several dummy faders, and like, which one's the vocals? Oh, that one. And then they're sitting there pushing it up, and then in their mind they're actually doing something, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's good. I mean, it happens. It's a natural thing. Like even to people in the industry. Yeah, it's a placebo effect. Like you feel like you're turning up the volume a little bit. But yeah, unfortunately, the only way that you can, when you're hooking it up via the optical, the fiber optical to HDMI adapter, and the only way to control the volume is through the app. Just some of the things that I think they could think about, just that 4K pass-through and a dedicated remote.
Yeah, so for me, something weird happened, and it fixed itself. But I just wanted to mention it just in case somebody else has that same experience. So for me, when I was playing music through my phone, and for some reason, it would only play a few seconds of a song, and then it would skip to another song and play a few seconds of that one and skip, and it was very strange. For a second, I thought Chris was messing with me by like controlling it with his phone, because
I would totally do that.
and actually, that's a cool feature, is that we can go back and forth seamlessly, choosing songs and like kind of making
our own little mixtape of sorts
of each other's things that we want to listen to. So I thought that he was just messing with me and like scrolling through stuff. But no, he wasn't. It was just something weird happening with my phone. Chris said that they downloaded some like updates and stuff.
Yeah, I think what it may have been is some updates were going on as she was trying to play music through it, and which I changed the automatic updates to happen while we're sleeping. Okay. So
maybe that's what was going on.
It could have been, or it could have been a glitch. If any of you have had that same thing happen to you, please let us know in the comment section down below. Let's talk about it.
It was really trippy.
Yeah, but overall, I'm really happy with this purchase. Honestly, for the size that it is and the price at $400, like,
good value.
Yeah, you can't beat it. Well, that's going to wrap things up for this episode of Geek Done Right. Hey, so what soundbar do you have? Do you have Sonos? Are you part of the Sonos family of products? Let us know in the comments section down below. And please make sure to smash that like button. It makes my day. It makes me so happy. And it really does help me out a lot. It really does. Subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell so you can be notified of more episodes. Oh man, the TV episode's coming. Oh yeah, we got a new TV, y'all. We did. They don't know what they're missing, do they? Hit that notification bell so you can see when that drops. And be ready for more episodes from Geek Done Right. Until next time, y'all take it easy. Peace.